But what it really means is that every single year, the cost of computing halved. And so the cost of computing in the course of 5 years reduced by a factor of 10. The amount of energy necessary to do computing, to do any task, reduced by a factor of 10. Every single 10 years, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, so on and so forth. And so each one of the clicks of Moore's law, the amount of energy necessary to do any computing reduced. That's the reason why you have a laptop today when back in 1984, it sat on the desk. You got to plug in. It wasn't that fast, and it consumed a lot of power. Today, it is only a few watts. And so Moore's law is the fundamental technology trend that made it possible. Well, what's going on in AI? The reason why NVIDIA is here is because we invented this new way of doing computing. We call it accelerated computing. We started it 33 years ago. In that 30 years or so, we took computing, probably a factor of, well, let me just say like the last 10 years. The last 10 years, we improved the performance of computing by 100,000 times.
Whoa.
Imagine a car over the course of 10 years, it became 100,000 times faster. Or at the same speed, 100,000 times cheaper. Or at the same speed, 100,000 times less energy. What I'm trying to say is that in 10 years' time, the amount of energy necessary for artificial intelligence for most people will be minuscule, utterly minuscule. And so we'll have AI running in all kinds of things and all the time because it doesn't consume that much energy.